I began playing the cello when I was 10 years old, and I played all through high school and took lessons pretty intensively. And I was in my youth orchestra in the region. I grew up near Seattle. And then I decided to, after some deliberation, major in music as an undergraduate, cello performance. Had some encouragement for some of my faculty members at school. And then I did a master's degree in cello performance and then also a doctorate in cello performance. So all three of my degrees were in the same field in cello playing and teaching.
And I'm from Georgetown, Kentucky. I've been playing the bassoon for 8 years, and here at Eastern I'm a music, performance, and nursing double major. I played in ensembles all throughout middle school and high school. I've been a part of the top high school band for 3 years. I went and played at the Midwest Clinic. I have played in the Capital City Community Band. I've been an avid member of the all-district band since 7th grade. I've made it every year through middle and high school, and I also made the all-state band in high school. And this year I'm doing the Intercollegiate Orchestra, which is an all-state for college. And I'm in the double reed ensemble, the bassoon ensemble, symphonic wind ensemble, orchestra, and I'm also in the student woodwind quintet.
Okay. I started playing the violin when I was in 4th grade in a program just like HASP. Now you'll have to explain what HASP means to your entire class, which is awesome. So that was 30-some years ago. It was a long time ago. Played violin, played the whole way through elementary school and high school and college, and got a master's in violin and viola. And when I got finished with my master's, I got a job, spur of the moment, doing the string program in Danville, HASP, that we already talked about. And that just kind of grew into the other conducting things that I've done. Conducting at Center College, which is also in Danville, which I got because I was the conductor at HASP. And then I got a job teaching at Asbury and working with their strings, and then the job opened here. I actually got this job teaching violin and viola, but then the conductor left, and they hired me, and since conducting has been something that I've always liked to do, that was kind of a dream situation.
The hardest thing about deciding to become a musician is honestly getting it in your mind that you can do it in a way. To be a good musician, you have to work toward it. It's not something natural. And I wanted to quit in 8th grade because I was so fed up with it. And neither one of my parents are musicians, so I was the weird one at the time that wanted to learn how to do, this weird concept of being able to perform and to share music with people. And so I almost quit because I just thought it was too hard for me. But my band director, he talked to me and he's like, keep up with it and keep trying. And throughout it, it's really pushed me to who I am today.
Most musicians follow their passion, and certainly that was one of the reasons I did it, but one of the most difficult things was trying to proceed working hard knowing that there may not be a guarantee of a job in the future.
The hardest thing about being a conductor is the fact that my job performance is based on how other people perform. As a conductor, I can get up there and I can conduct and just be the most awesome looking conductor in the world, but if my orchestra has not worked on their parts, if they haven't practiced, etc., then I look like I haven't done my job, even if I had.
You always have a constant battle with yourself, trying to improve on something that often the details are so small and they're so difficult to overcome, maybe the challenges you have. And everyone has their own unique challenges in music. It's kind of a personal battle against self.
It's hard to inspire people if they're not necessarily inspired. It's hard to get people excited about music that they may not necessarily be excited about, etc., etc. However, when you do it right and it all comes together, it's absolutely awesome. But that's definitely the hardest thing about it, is that your job performance is based on how other people do as opposed to how you do. But I think we need to encourage people to follow their dreams. And if their dream is being involved in music by teaching or conducting or playing or whatever, then I think that we do need to encourage them in that.
It is your passion. And unlike some other careers where the employment may be more certain, but maybe that wasn't your life's passion, music is something that's unique that way and must be pursued with an eye toward the realities of the future, but also, how much do I want to do this based on my passion. So I would just say it has to lie within you. It's either inside of you or it's not. And that's what the advice I give to my students.
I don't think that it's as unsure of a field as people would have you
We
believe.
really should continue to, push musicians and people in general just to focus on music, because it's really sad how, in schools the first thing that is cut is the music programs and the arts programs. And I feel like kids nowadays, they're not getting to see the beauty that music can bring. And it's not just about picking up an instrument and learning the notes and just learning, just how to play it. It's so much more than that. Music teaches you responsibility of your part in an ensemble. It teaches you how to work together with other people. It teaches you how to work hard. There's so many qualities that music builds in a person. And it's not just about learning an instrument. It's not about playing the bassoon in my case. It's about how can I use this instrument to convince to you what I'm feeling, and how can I use this instrument to work with other people to bring out such a big message and something for the audience. And so I really think that we should push forward with music, not because music it's fun to listen to and can cheer you up or make you sad or it can bring out emotion, but it's because music creates who you are as an individual, and I think that's necessary in all aspects.
There was recently a top 10 list of the most useless college majors put out, I think maybe by Time Magazine, and music wasn't on it. So that tells me good things about music. So I think that jobs are always going to be there in music for people that really take it seriously. However, I would never want to try and convince somebody to go into music either. It's got to be something that they really, really want to do, because it's not easy to make your way out here. It's not easy to build up an environment where you have jobs and you get called to do things and so forth and so on. There's a lot of struggling, and even when you are successful in music, you're not making a ton of money. So it's got to be something that you want to do, and to me, if you really want to do it, then I have no problem at all encouraging people to do it. And if you're not really in it, then you probably should look for something else.
So why am I a musician?
Why am I a musician?
So I am a musician. I mean, I think how to put this.
It's really hard to explain why you're a musician. I don't think it's something that you pick. Honestly, it's kind of something you're born to do.
On the emotional side of it, I'm a musician now because, you know, there's an incredible high that comes with performing great pieces of music, especially conducting an orchestra. Where it's tough, where I'm standing on the podium and it's like, what have I done? My mom wanted me to be a doctor, I should have done that. But there are also times where I think in my head, and it happens frequently, I think in my head, this is the best job ever, because I get to stand up here on this podium and all this music is like happening all around and it's wonderful. I'm sure you get that in other occupations, but that's really great. You know,
everyone has something that they're good at in life, and for me, it's always been playing bassoon and just embracing music. And so I grew up doing musical theater, and I finally chose to play bassoon. And so for me, it wasn't really a choice of becoming a musician. It just kind of happened. It's always been who I am.
I'm a musician because at a very young age, there was something about my particular instrument, the cello, that spoke to me. And ever since I can remember, I've always wanted to play the cello. People that share the same passions that I do. It's so enriching in my life to be able to see somebody else who wants to develop a skill and to help them achieve that goal. Think of all the great musicians that you've been touched by in your life, and there's been countless hours behind that in preparation for that one event. So it's an honor to be associated with great music that's been written by great minds of the past, and also even to explore music.
A musician, it just isn't about playing a horn. With music, it never is about that. And it's not about learning the music and getting fulfillment from that, but it's about being on stage. And, you know, you look out the audience, you see your family there, and you see your friends, and you see strangers you've never met before. But you, as a person, an individual, building with this huge unit of musicians, whenever you can communicate what you're trying to play, and whether it be this really happy song or something really dark and sad, it's, for me, the reason I'm a musician is because I like the way music makes people feel. And I like being able to be a part of that.
Being a musician is, for me, a career that allows me to be creative continually. The actual act of creating music is different every time, even if you play the same piece 100 times. Also,